on the ups and downs, through the ebb and flow. When you hear the sound, well, you know you're home. What's lost is found. When you got it with love, well, it's all around. Let it heal your soul. Through the ups and downs, through the ebb and flow. When you hear the sound, well, you know. I'm gonna get started in a minute, but just taking some time to go live. Haven't been live in a long time. Wanted to start with one of my favorite guys. So yeah, I haven't been live in a while. And I just decided to come on. I've been contemplating going live, not going live. Been going through a lot. We've all been going through a lot, but I just recently lost my dog and still mourning that loss. So, but yeah, I felt compelled to go live today for a few things. To update you guys on what's going on. It's the start of the new year, and I got a lot of stuff going on. I think being in the grieving phase with losing my dog, I went into creation mode. So I've created a lot of things and a lot of offerings, and I would love to share those with you. But first and foremost, I don't want to just talk about that. I want to talk about the world and how it's blowing up and how a lot of us are feeling. So for you guys who, obviously, if you're watching, you probably know who I am. My name is Jessica Alejandro. I am a therapist and an energy practitioner and healer and teacher. I help people find their true north. I help people really get into their spiritual journey. Most of the clients that come to me are experiencing some kind of spiritual awakening, and I help them navigate that. So that is what I do. So yeah, I just felt like I needed to come on and talk a little bit about what is happening. And, ironic on these social medias, right? Because this, this is what is, I'm going to choose my words wisely here, but social media, these platforms in particular, the ones that I'm on right now, except for YouTube, but Instagram and Facebook, Meta, we know all about that, right? So I don't even have to say, and I'm probably being monitored now, and I don't give a fuck because I don't care, because I'm at that stage where the resistance is real and we need to get together to start to rise and resist and do the things that we're supposed to do. So if you believe in star seeds, in light workers, in bridge builders, and if you are one of those, the time is now. And we have entered the stage in life where we are supposed to remember why we came here. And we are to do the work right now. We've been doing the work, we've been building up to it, but now it's going to get super challenging. So I just wanted to come on to talk to people about not letting yourself get caught up in the fear of what's happening. Listen, I'm human, and I've been caught up in the fear, in the anger, in the rage, in the like disbelief, in the disappointment, in the disillusion, in the a little bit of hopelessness. But you cannot let yourself fall there, right? We have to make sure that we are staying in our hearts. We have to ground ourselves in our hearts as much as possible, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you need to do for yourself. I know that sound healing is the way that I land myself in my heart. And I reminded myself of that on Friday when I did my monthly sound healing at Evolution Yoga in Newington, Connecticut. And I was like, I'm not doing enough of this for myself in between. So, and especially because I use the shaman drum and it just ignited in me. I know that was one of the things that really got me through the pandemic when we were during lockdown, was going out onto my deck and just doing the drum, banging on the drum, and it really gets me into my heart. So whatever you need to do to get yourself into your heart, please do that. Try not to let yourself scroll too much through social media, because we know how that works, right? We know that a lot of it is to cause fear. And it's hard to find the balance between staying informed and going crazy, right? So I think I've seen a lot of those posts where people are like, how do I stay informed but not drive myself crazy? Just a little bit a day, right? A little bit a day. Be very specific and research and do your homework on what you're looking at, who you're paying attention to, all of those things, most and first and foremost, use your intuition, right? What feels right to you, not, with the fear, but like really grounding yourself in your body. And when you read an article or when you read something, okay, is that real? Is that something I need to get all worked up about? Is that something that I just need to take in for information, just to know, just to keep myself informed? So this is a time to really get into your body as much as possible. I know we want to get out of our bodies because this is so unbelievable and so um, just weird, even more unbelievable and tragic than the first time this happened, right? The first time this happened, we were like, what the hell? Like, I remember a full month of processing with clients, like, what the hell is happening? What have we entered? It really felt like we woke up in the Twilight Zone. This time, it really felt like we woke up in another world, right? The fact that history is repeating itself so um, obviously, right? It's not like this is a secret. It's not like this hasn't been done before. It's not like we don't have it in the history. Why do you think they're trying to erase all the history in the history books? Because they don't want you to see that this has happened before and it ended up in big tragedy, big trauma, big everything, where people are still dealing with this today. Survivors are still dealing with this today. So it's just because those people are older now and they're getting ready to transition out of this world does not mean we need to relive this again. So please, whatever you need to do, whatever activism you need to do, the best thing is to resist. And the best way to resist is to ground yourself in your heart and to stay in love and to be kind to one another and to be kind to others. The more that we collect ourselves in that way, the more that we unite in that way, the better it is going to be for all of us. The more we're going to feel like we're not alone in this, the more we are going to feel strong, the more that the dark powers that are around are not going to be able to survive. So we have to join the resistance in whatever that looks like to you. For me, what the resistance looks like for me is not marching in the streets like I would have done in my 20s. I did all that. I did that in my teens and 20s. For me, it's staying grounded in love and spreading that, throwing that little pebble into whatever body of water and letting it spread out, right? Helping my clients get grounded in love, helping them really understand their power and who they are and what they came here to do. Really like help people just carry this, right? And not completely fall apart, because we all do. We all want to fall apart. Listen, I've cried like every day, partly because I'm still mourning my dog, obviously, and also because it's a lot. This is a lot to carry. Every day it's something new. Every day is another civil right being taken away from us, from everybody, right? So if you voted for him, I hate to gloat, but you knew this was coming, and here you go. Why are you surprised? It's going to be a long road ahead. It's going to be a tough road ahead. It's going to be, it's going to be a big roller coaster, but we have to prepare, and we have to not let ourselves get caught up in the fear, get caught up in the smoke and mirrors, because that's exactly the plan. That's exactly the tactic. So you have to question everything. You have to trust your intuition and what feels right to you. Really, really start to get into your body, into your intuition, and limit your social media content, and try to find the balance of staying informed in a way that feels right to you and not in a way that's depleting your energy. So, it's just about like really trusting your intuition. It's about finding the circles that you need to find in your community. Join some of my circles. My word for this year is community, and I'm trying to find different communities to join. And I have found some lovely ones with some beautiful, powerful women, and I will continue to do that. I will continue to develop my own, and then join others. And then we have to just come together, especially women. Especially women. We have to come together. This is the time. And we have to find our inner warrior, and we have to connect with our ancestors. This is why I do ancestral healing, because the ancestors have been talking to us for a very long time, and they have been asking us to not recreate what they could not stop. We know better. We have the information. We know what to do. So, just take the time to find your circles. Join one of mine. So that's what I'm going to say about that. If you need a way to center yourself, ground yourself, really find peace and the loving vibration in nature. It's one of the best ways to do it. Find a tree, make it your best friend. You know, do what you need to do to find some relaxation. If you need to listen to binaural beats or meditation, or come to a sound healing to help your brain waves just not be in the fight or flight mode all the time, to really help you relax and to really help ground you into your body. Do whatever you need to do in order to stay strong, because it will get worse before it gets better, but it will get better. It's going to take a while, but it will get better. But if we continue to resist and continue to do what we need to do, whatever that looks like, if you are being called to march on the streets, go march on the streets. We need that. If you are being called to help others in loving kindness by starting some organization that is going to help people, you know, pay their rent or find groceries or whatever it is, or help build a group in the community that helps people find solace and safety, do whatever you need to do to find your activist spirit and heart, because we need to do it. And there's many different ways. And please don't judge others for seeming like they're not doing anything. Just because they're not going out on the streets doesn't mean that they're not doing the work that they're supposed to be doing. And there are some people who are going to bury their heads in the sand, and that's okay too, because you know what? They're not ready. Maybe they'll be ready when it gets even worse or not, and maybe they're still preparing. Just because you feel fired up and ready to do something, please don't judge others, because that is exactly what they would want us to do, is to continue to conquer and divide and conquer. And that is not what we need to fall into right now. We need to fall into love. We need to fall into community, and we need to unite, because the whole is the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. So you have to make sure that you don't isolate yourself, and you form an alliance and a group in your community and do what you need to do. If you need to write letters, do that. If you need to stay contemplating in prayer every single day, do that. Any action is an action towards resistance and towards love, as long as you are grounded in your body and knowing that love conquers all, and love is the medicine to all. So the more we vibrate in that, the more that this hate and this division will be powerless. It will start to lose its power. Just remember, narcissists can't really work together. So something's going to crumble, something's is going to disrupt, because they're going to want the power individually. They don't know how to play in the sandbox together. So breathe as much as you can. Take time to just be in your body, in your heart, as much as possible. And join some of my workshops if you're local. So, you know, shamelessly, I did come to talk about my workshops as well, but I just needed to put that out there because, you know, and I've offered a safe space. On Sundays, that group kind of fell apart a little bit, but I'm going to try to resurrect that and put that in my Facebook group, Divine Rebels. If you look on Facebook, Divine Rebels group, you can see when I'm going to go live. So I've been offering on Sunday mornings, 10 to 11. Haven't done it in a couple of weeks, but offering free meditation and sound and other ways of relaxing and allowing yourself to be in your body and to not let the fight or flight response take over. So if you're interested in that, you can message me on any of these platforms and give me your email, and I can add you to the email list. Also, just so you know, this month, it's because it's February already, yay. January seemed like 2 years or 5 years, depending on the day. So I'm kind of happy January's over, and here we are entering into February. And this really feels like my new year, the start of my new year. It is the year of the snake, so it's going to be a lot of transition, transformation, growth, and wisdom. So appreciating that. So I have coming up on Sunday, the February 16th, I have the detox clinic with my BFF, who is a naturopath, Dr. Ceylon Cicero. We have done this 3 months in a row, so we do it once a month. She offers infrared sauna and ionic foot bath, which both I have done, and they are wonderful. And I offer sound healing and Reiki. So if you would like to schedule your session, they're 15-minute sessions, and it's $150 for all 3 sessions. So if you'd like to schedule, contact her office, Dr. Ceylon Cicero, Natural Practices LLC, to make your appointment. And that is going to be Sunday the 16th. So do that, call, because those appointments go really fast. Also, some other stuff that I have going on. So I'm going to be offering, so I just became certified in as a facilitator for family constellations, which is a modality that I love and has been amazing for me and for many people. So I'm very excited to be a facilitator for that. So I am offering a workshop on February 22nd at the Pearl Aura. It's in Manchester, Connecticut, in the Hilliard Mills building. It's a beautiful space, beautiful event space. My friend Laura Giuliano owns the space. She's also a therapist, and she has been having some amazing workshops there. So my workshop will be on the 22nd of February, which is 222, by the way. So some good energy there. So here it is, Family Constellations Workshop on 222 from 10 to 4:30 at the Pearl Aura. There will be a chance for you to have your own constellation if you would like. There will be lunch served. A light lunch will be served because we're working all day from 10 to 4:30. There's also a restaurant downstairs, so if you don't like what we're serving, you can order some stuff from the restaurant downstairs. But it's going to be amazing if you've never heard of family constellations. It is an amazing process where you can go into the family ancestral line and really pick out any patterns or burdens you may be carrying that may be affecting you in your current life. So that's kind of a little bit of what it is, but you really have to experience it in order to really understand what it looks like. So I suggest you sign up. Right now I have 9 people signed up. I would like to get 10 to 20 people if possible, because it makes for a better group, but groups small or large, it doesn't matter. Individuals, it works for everybody and everything. So please sign up. You can go on my website on www.jessicaalejandrolmft.org. So it's jessicaalejandrolmft.org. And you can go on my events page there and register for the one on the 22nd. I have one in April in Glastonbury, and that's also up, but the registration form is not up for that one yet. So make sure that when you register, you're registering for February 22nd at the Pearl Aura. So it's going to be an amazing time. If you'd like your constellation, you can do that. If you don't want a constellation, you can just be there to observe. You don't have to participate as a representative if you don't feel like it, but I would highly suggest that you do, because it is a beautiful experience to help someone through their own constellation. So I would highly recommend that you come and you participate if you would like. It's going to be an amazing day. Family Constellations has been amazing for me, transformational. It's a wonderful modality, and it relates to everything that I do. It's a very shamanic process. So I'm very excited that this is going to be my first big workshop. I co-facilitated a workshop with my friend and colleague Wayne Sina in Middlebury, and it was beautiful and excellent. And we did the sound, and people really enjoyed that because it helped them really get into their bodies, really centered, and it made for a beautiful, beautiful event. So that's on 222, again, 222 energy. So it's going to be really, really a great time to be doing family constellations. So yeah, and I have a lot of stuff coming up this year, so I'm not going to say it all, but if you go on my events page on my website, and I'm going to put my website here so you have it. You can see all of the things that I have going on this year, which is a lot because, like I said, I was mourning my dog. I am mourning my dog, and I guess when I do that, I go into when I'm sad or whatever, I go into creative mode. So there's a lot of workshops and retreats that I have going on this year, but these are the ones that are coming up now. So 222 family constellations, and in May, my very first international retreat in Costa Rica is happening, and I'm so excited. I have some amazing women signed up already. This is going to be super exciting. The facility, Selvatica Eco Resort Retreat Center, is amazing. The owners are wonderful, Christina and Sander, and they are wonderful people. Their food is amazing. The space is beautiful. The beds are super comfortable. I know this because I went there in October and I spent some time, and it was lovely and wonderful. So I have five spaces left. I still have one private room if you'd like that. And then I have a dorm with 4 full-size beds and a twin bed. Well, yeah, the twin bed's already taken, but I have 4 full-size beds that are available. Every room has their ensuite bathroom, and all the water is filtered, and it's just a beautiful, wonderful location. Very small, quiet town, but about an hour away is a nice bigger town. Maybe you would call it a city in Costa Rica, but so yeah, so it's going to be amazing. I would love to have you there. If you have any questions about it, please email me. You can find me here. You can message me on any of the platforms, or you can email me. You can find my email on my pages. So, if you would like to take a trip to Costa Rica, get away from the madness, get away from the craziness, and do some really deep, wonderful, transformational healing in the jungle, please, please, please contact me, because this may be for you. And if you're hearing this and it's resonating with you, let's have a conversation, because I think it's something that you need right now. If something's happening for you as you hear this, as you listen to this, let's have a chat. You don't have to commit to anything, but probably your ancestors are calling to you. This is going to be healing the ancestral lines, the union of the divine feminine and masculine within yourself. So this is going to be an amazing week of rituals. We're going to do a water ritual. We're going to do a sacred union ritual, sacred union ceremony, sound healing, family constellations work. We're going to have excursions to the beach and a waterfall hike. And yeah, it's going to be, and there's a lot more happening. There's a pool there. You can relax by the pool during your downtime. You can take a beautiful walk and hike it on the property. Yeah, it's just amazing and beautiful and wonderful. So you've seen some of the pictures probably on my pages, on my Instagram page, because I did visit the facility, and it is completely and totally worth it. So if you would like an international retreat in Costa Rica in May, it's Mother's Day. It's the week before Mother's Day. So we are going to be working with a lot with mother stuff and father stuff, because it is the union of the masculine and feminine within yourself. We really need to balance those things within us now, as women especially. It's an all women's retreat, and we need to balance both of those energies within us, because we need to be as solid and as grounded as possible in order to be in this resistance, and to not fall prey to the fear mongering and all of the smoke and mirrors that's being placed in front of us. So if you want to strengthen your will, strengthen yourself, really ground yourself in your body and in your energies, in this balanced energies, come to the retreat. And if you can't make those retreats, I have plenty more coming up. So I have one in Connecticut and 2 in Rome, Massachusetts. The father wound is in Madison, Connecticut, and mother wound will be in Rome, Massachusetts. But that's not until father wound is in June at a beautiful beach house in Madison, Connecticut. So if you're looking for something in the summer, a quick weekend retreat, let me know. But right now we are focusing on the workshop on 222, family constellations and sound healing, centering ourselves in our heart, because that's what we need. We need to center ourselves in our heart. So that's going to be the theme. And also, the detox clinic on the 16th. So Sunday the 16th, if you want if you want infrared sauna, ionic foot bath, and sound healing and Reiki, all in one day, in one session. Sign up. Contact Dr. Ceylon Cicero at at sorry, somebody just came on and I got distracted. At Natural Practices LLC in Bishop's Corner. You can call her and make an appointment with her office assistant, and I will hope to see you there. So, detox clinic on the 16th, family constellations on 222. And if you're a guy and you're listening, I would love to have you come to family constellations, because it is really nice to have a mixed group, because when you pick representatives, you can pick there are male and female representatives, and anybody can represent any gender. It doesn't matter, but sometimes it's nice to have that male energy in the room, and I don't say that very often. So the fact that I'm saying that means I'm calling on you. So I love my women's circles. So, but if you're a male and you're interested in family constellations, come and join us on 222 in Manchester. Okay, so I think that's it. But if you need some space holding, message me, give me your email. You can join the circle when I start it up again. it's meditation and sound or any kind. We kind of mix it up. We do meditation, we do shamanic journeying, we do sound. So it's free, 10 to 11 on Sundays. If you want to join, I may resurrect this at the end of the month. We shall see that if there's more interest, and we will take it from there. So, but if you want to join an event, my website is right there, jessicaalejandrolmft.org. And I will see you soon. Join some stuff. Really stay grounded in your heart. Really, really, really don't let the fear get to you. Okay? I love you guys. Have a great one.